Thank you, Oliver.
It's been exactly 1 year since Chinese authorities isolated a new strain of a coronavirus. By mid-February, the new disease was named COVID-19 by the World Health Organization. But only yesterday, China announced that it is still negotiating with the WHO about a visit by its international experts, hoping to look into the origins of the novel coronavirus. The head of the agency has criticised Beijing for not finalising permissions for the mission. Professor Roland R. Cow chairs the Veterinary Epidemiology and Data Science Department at the University of Edinburgh, and he joins me now from Scotland. Considering the fact that this visit has been delayed now for months, should we be surprised by China's actions?
Well, China does have a history, Oliver, of holding on to information long past other countries might release it. So from that point of view, it's not a real surprise. And the reality is that, while this information that we would get from them would be really important in terms of understanding where the pandemic started, how the next one, if we have one, might occur, from the point of view of control of the disease now, it probably doesn't make that much of a difference.
So there are other ways for scientists to find out where this virus originated from? Is there other ways that they can get this information without having to go through China?
Well, certainly there's a lot of information we get from understanding how the virus is evolving around the world right now. It's from enormous amounts of data from looking at its evolution. We can also look at other similar viruses to understand origins. But remember that the control now is really about understanding the characteristics of the virus as it is transmitting in humans right now, where it came from, what species it originated from, the circumstances. Yes, we really do want to know these things. It won't change what we're doing right now.
1 year to the date since it was identified, we now have two variants, the UK one and the South African one. It's unclear yet how concerned we've got to be about them, but it does seem that the South African variant is something which people are definitely sitting up about. Are we going to see more variants in the months ahead? And how worried should we be? Is this just the normal evolution?
Well, it certainly is something that is going to happen. As you noted, we've already seen two significant variants with significant potential to transmit more than the original version. And you have to remember that these current variants have not been put under any what's called selection pressure by the vaccines themselves. So as soon as we start deploying more vaccines, we would expect to see types to emerge which can evade that vaccine. Now, we know this is going to happen, all right? It happens to flu every single year. The trick is that we vaccinate enough people before then that we can really get a handle on the disease before any such new variants might appear. And that would seem at the moment to be likely.
Professor Roland R. Cow, thank you for joining us there from the University of Edinburgh.